Hey guys, Tightrope here, bringing you a 2v2 today. We're on Pachino Farmlands. Today spawning in the north, we've got a mixed axis team, CloudCore, and Google Translate tells me this is novel, against Jokren and Amatsukaze, both with US forces. In terms of rankings, I do have them. Sorry, you have to excuse me as I scroll away off screen. CloudCore is 80. His teammate, Novel, 276. Jokren is 122. And Amatsukaze is 45. So overall, ends up being a pretty similar matchup. Maybe a slight edge towards the Allies, who are an arranged team, against a random team on the Axis side. So Patreon back is a game as well. Full disclosure. So we've got the crud.
Team, assemble at the rally point.
Gradient into MG for CloudCore. Rifleman branching. I think this is the first game I've cast on Pachino Farmlands. Haven't seen too much of it yet. Just been seeing a Pachino stalemate. 1v1 variation. Okay, so Novel. Well, we'll probably start calling them by their colours at this stage. Teal coming out to the site. Maybe once the replay overlay changes, we'll start mixing things up a bit more. So we're going to put the squad inside. Imagine they're going to be upgrading with a flamethrower shortly. Probably 5 munitions away from that. Bit of pressure on the machine gun. That has to back out of there. Double riflemen though know that the machine gun could easily set up and suppress them, so they're going to look for another way forwards. Bring up a mortar in the meantime to help counter the machine gun. Did the Allies really not capture this fuel? It's only a 5 fuel in this 2v2 variation, I suppose. It's not as punishing in 1v1, it's a 10 fuel. 10 fuels out on the edge on this map. Rifleman up close. Okay, it's going to be a comfortable win for them. So the heavy cover working well for the riflemen. Remember, if they've got that green cover shield, even though there are a lot of models standing out of cover, it's going to be providing that heavy cover benefit against suppression. Which I haven't looked up the numbers for that. Maybe I'll revisit that to start a series on suppression and COH3 at some stage. So many videos to make. 250, bit of a drive-by with the flamer. Why was the crowd not firing there? Somehow didn't have vision or something? That was weird. Maybe he's reloading. Pretty even split on the map to this point. Good bit of assistance from the Afrika Corps player coming across the left-hand side, and this means that they are taking some good territory control, but since they're not really defending down here, they're losing an equal amount on the other side. Water coming out now, and it's going to catch this. That's the second machine gun of CloudCore. Going into another grenadier, it's gone for the MP40s. Seem to be the strongest tactic for Wehrmacht at the moment, or at least in 1v1s. Usually go with this into like a Panzer Grenadier company. Maybe stall for the Tiger.
HQ shall be receiving medics to heal our wounded.
Did not go for the Vet 1 boost, at least yet. Which maybe he's not going to go for it. But it does unlock the Panzerfaust. Doesn't it? It does on regular Grenadiers. Maybe it doesn't on MP40 Grenadiers. It doesn't say that they can get it.
Research completed.
Usually does. But yeah, it gives you straight away Vet 1 so you can make use of the healing, and then you don't have to go for healing for quite a long time. could help you just get a good roll on with Wehrmacht. That's why it's so powerful. But early bars on these riflemen, like very early. So they do have a bit of an edge against the Grenadiers here. Capping out, harassing the fuel point as well. And the mortar getting some good hits in close here. 4 kills so far. Bit of smoke. The cover here. MG might actually lose this fight. Only 1 bar on the rifleman, but they are behind heavy cover. Mortar getting suppressed. Big old blob coming in, looking for a flank on CloudCore's position here. Could even be at risk of losing this machine gun. It's quite low in health. Purple player does not have bars though, so it's probably going to be alright. No run and gun with this rifle squad. Yeah, it's going to get away. Probably would have needed bars for that. Meanwhile, riflemen though, capping up down the far edge means that the allies with superior fuel control. Feels like maybe this combo hasn't been that powerful overall. Okay, another 250 called in, I imagine, with the assault grenadiers. So 3 light vehicles now can be a bit of a handful to control. Especially if he's trying to split his attention between both flanks. Here comes the flamer, chasing away the rifleman. There is a pretty strong option against riflemen early on. Early 250 with the flamer, of course. They can... Ooh! Ouch. They can, of course, take anti-tank grenades to help counter that. Double flamers here, but so is the Greyhound. 250s need to get out of there. Good Faust in there from CloudCore. Does have Panzer Grenadier Company down. So Grenadiers trying to close in on the scouts. They should probably be able to win that. Especially with the combined arms bonus. Double 250. Going to do a bit of a drive-by, but he just has no answer to this Greyhound. Could go sideways for Teal. Suppression coming on from the high ground. Forcing a bunch of retreats. Haven't seen too much from the sprint yet on these Grenadiers. Grenade in. Good clean dodge. Very cautious stuff with the Greyhound so far. Finally gets involved now. Rise and Martyr arrives. Clears off 1 250. Good machine gun positioning though, getting rid of a few of those supporting units. Martyr coming in. I think he's gone for armoured support. He's got that vehicle detection while the Martyr's stationary. Greyhound trying to get away here. No luck. Decent explosion there. Yeah, I mean, he was a bit too cautious with the Greyhound the entire time until the Martyr arrived, and then he was a bit reckless. Just connecting, not enough damage for the engine crit. Bring in the other Grenadiers. They were sprinting in. Did not have munitions for a Faust though. 35 munis. Reasonably expensive. Of course, the sprint is free these days. Sprint does need a tweak though. You can actually fire a burst while you're sprinting with that. Very strange ability. Got that vehicle detection rolling. There's a Chaffee on the Such Such a big range on it, really.
Dropping like flies here. Stick cover.
MP40's chasing away the bars. They do have double bars now.
Enemy contact.
It's going to be straight into a Nebelwerfer. Do have a Greyhound on this side, and it's only Faust for CloudCore to defend against it with. Player does not have any repairs nearby though, he's got to be careful. Do have a shoe mine down here as well. In fact, that could be... oh no, it would survive a shoe mine. I think that's only 200 damage. Double martyrs meanwhile for the teal player. Looks like they are switching sides.
Rapid production protocols are
They've
in
also gone for an upgrade on the half track. Haven't seen this too much.
We are losing control of a sector.
Combining up with the machine gun, forcing a bunch of retreats, getting a mine
Sector
down
now
as well.
under enemy control.
Looks like the purple player forgot about their scout and down it goes. Got a Stug out now for CloudCore. Okay, it looks like maybe CloudCore... oh, I wasn't paying attention. Did he build the Stug first? Or did he cancel a Nebelwerfer and then build the Stug?
Territory
Either way,
lost.
Stug is on the field.
Victory point lost.
He's fucking dead.
Looks like the med kits have been used.
Commandant, you have command points available. A Nebelwerfer
Tries to
weapon is
vault,
available.
but I think it was a little bit slow. I think the riflemen do have a damage cap on their grenades, so I think they can only hit 3 models with each grenade. There's some grenades in this game which are mega nukes, and some that are not so good. Trying to close in, but he doesn't have munis for a Faust, just getting it now. Treats with both units. The Stug playing it safe, just firing from range. Have seen grenades. Oh boy! Bit of action out the back. Both martyrs go down. What is the 250 doing? Could the 250? How much pen does this have? I actually have no idea.
The enemy has claimed our territory.
Seems
for
to
their
be
own.
very bad. 8 rods coming in. Seems to be atrociously bad. Got to be in the low single digits for pen on that. ET gun rolling up now for the red player. It's a couple shots in on the Greyhound. Has to back away himself though, and has retreated with the Pio, so no repairs for a while.
One more time.
Sturmgeschütz deployed.
Either way, I think that's a pretty good trade. 2 units for that Chaffee. Purple player's got to be pretty happy with himself about that one. Couple AT nades on these light vehicles, but doesn't really have any follow-up for that. Except for more nades. Late retreat looks like squad down.
They are securing our capture point.
Very low for both, but it's the Panzer Pies that go down. Captain getting out of there. Nebelwerfer coming in, and it looks like it's targeting the mortar out the back. And decent reactions. Whoops. Oh, nearly knocked out the Greyhound with that rocket. But yeah, I don't think he got any kills with that. So, typical Nebelwerfer.
Push in.
Goes out of smoke to try and cap behind. Fresh Chaffee for the purple player, by the way. Deep cap by the scouts. A second Stug meanwhile for CloudCore, so I think he from here will be looking for the Tiger Stall. He's got a pretty good composition together now. Might be able to squeeze in one more squad. Something, maybe another Pio or a Pegrin in the meantime. Couple Stugs lighting up the Greyhound that has to back away, but a nice AT gun position combined up with the AT gun and the snare. The Stug is gonna survive. Did have a potential Greyhound maneuver come in here, try flank it, try kill it, but he's gonna play it safe, which is understandable. Fresh Chaffee and a lot of infantry coming out to the side. Fast retreat from the teal player. Looks like maybe he's gone for the out of combat repairs. All of his armor is healthy again now. More assault grenadiers as well. Seems to like those. Another martyr coming in now.
Pioneers standing by.
Reassigned to the southern.
Confirmed. Enemy have 300 points left.
Looks like the Allied team gearing up for an attack down this side.
Blitzkrieg tactics
Got
are
a
available
lot of
for
units
vehicle
over
troops.
there.
They shall lead the way.
Imagine the Nebels probably want to target the mortar again once it starts firing. Armor detection spots the Greyhound with the rotation. It's just got such long range, right? That rubber's all the way back here and detecting it. It's got to be like 120 or so range on that. Okay, Neville into the center trying to prevent the capture. There's a couple rockets landing on the buildings though, struggling to get enough elevation on it. And the rockets. Good shot from both the Chaffee and the Marder. So far these 250s, I haven't been that impressed by them with the upgrade. So they're okay against units out in the open though.
We have a surplus of command points available.
Marder's trying to get an angle on the Chaffee, it looks like. US mortar making use of its time fuse there, it looked like.
Enemy concentration! Fire!
Just rolling up, but the AT gun's in a nice position. Has to back away though, a bit of pressure from the Grenadiers. Sprint is on cooldown with this leading unit. Lobbing out some grenades. Good reaction time from the red player though. A lot of pressure here from blue. We're gonna have to give up most of this territory. I feel like the red player probably needed a second anti-tank gun. Actually, he's got one, but it's not here yet. And just to get a cheeky shot off, I didn't think he had the angle. AT gun missed. Really? Double Shook's trying to decrew it. Rifleman making a dash, trying to jump on the gun. He is within reinforced range, but you do have to manually activate that reinforce off the tech structures. Meanwhile, the other AT gun combining up with the rifle snare. And down goes the Stug. Chaffee's coming in, flanking the other Stug. And the AT gun's still there. Big move from the Allies, and blue gets annihilated. Double Stug's dead. It was a greedy move. Might have worked in 1v1, but with the flanking Chaffies, that was nasty. The Martyrs trying to make their way across here, but a bit of a traffic jam seems to be slowing them down. And meanwhile, purple players just capped up this entire side of the map with very little in the way of units. Captain getting shredded here. No retreat on the MG. Oh, it's going to get... I thought that was time fuse direct hit. I wonder if the building can block those kind of shots. Never worth action, but again, a few shells landing on the buildings. Decent hit though there. Just a bunch of retreats. Bit 2 on the Grenadiers, so they are doing very well against these riflemen. And now we've got some Stormtrooper. Grenadiers sprinting in, trying to keep the pressure on the AT guns, but Greyhound's up here now. Decent grenade dodge. He's gone for another one of these 250s. He really likes these. combined up with the Armada train. How much health do they have now? Does he have a bunch of 360?
The enemy have taken our territory.
He's gone from 1 health upgrade, I think. 40 health upgrade.
Outside, Kinder! Outside! We're dropping like flies here!
There's a lot of firepower here for the US team, and they eventually are going to win this one. Machine mine over there as well. Finally capping out this side with a bunch of the assault greens. It's gone for another assault green call-in, so this is Teal strategy. They like mass martyrs combined up with the upgraded 250s and assault grenadiers. Keep it simple, you know. Walking Stuka could be a decent option, but alright. Not going to take up for that.
We have lost control of a victory point.
Martyrs seem to be having some trouble finding themselves in useful positions, however. Only one of them's got any vet. Okay, double chaffies. Scouted out. Martyrs coming in. Here we go.
Enemy forces
This
have captured
not
a
having any
victory point.
screening infantry, but this could be the moment for the Martyrs to strike hard.
Enemy forces have claimed our
The
territory.
Chaffee's going to get involved. I think the Rifleman has spotted the Martyrs, but Martyrs only land 1 out of the 3 shots. Pretty bad luck for him there.
He's dead! Leave him!
Greyhound coming in for a close range shot. This is where the Greyhound could be real nasty in those close range situations. Reducing its scatter, making the elevation a non-factor. Seems like the Greyhound struggles a lot with elevation.
We must hold! He's dead!
And going off, slowing down the rifle
You have
advance.
5 command points available to you.
Grab this weapon! Keep fighting!
CloudCore trying to stall for that Tiger. Still has a bit of a way to go. Has gone for an anti-tank gun in the meantime to help deal with the Greyhound.
We have 300 points
Looks
remaining.
like he has the speed and capture bonus. So he's juiced up these vehicles to the maximum, the Teal player. Or just about. Time fuse coming down. Not as obvious as the time fuse was in Code 2. There's no like countdown timer to when they explode. Okay, and here comes the Easy 8 call-in. Triple martyrs, but he doesn't really have snares, hasn't planted many mines. This could be a recipe for disaster for the Teal player, if I'm honest. Yeah, things could go pear-shaped very quickly. Here comes the 250 Armada. Oh boy, and the Rifleman getting stuck. Seems to happen a bit more than it happened in Code 2 with the retreats. I think it's because, as I talked about earlier, it seems like they are unwilling to leave a man behind, so you only need to kind of trap one model to trap the whole squad. Seems to be the case. Smoke out. Got a T-gun shot there, forcing back the Greyhound. It's a US forces mine. Can't tell the difference between the mines, they all look the same. Hopefully that's something it will address. Oh, and we got a Easy 8 on this side as well. Have they used anything from this commander until now? I don't know. Oh, maybe the instant vehicle one. That connects for one shot. And a second shot, but the Faust is a little bit too early, so there's no engine crits. Faust need to be like a quarter of a second slower. The MP40 Grenadiers rolling up here. Come the 250s. Runs over a mine. Double AT gun still under infantry pressure. Doesn't really have to be that scared with the Easy 8. He can dumpster all of those vehicles, but the AT guns, he's trying to set up and fire. It's a big mistake. He should have tried to just continue running away, so at least they were in a defensive position once they were decrewed. And it looks like Blue's going to try to steal away some of these AT guns, kill the others. Decrewed again though, and that's a lot of bars. Throws out some smoke. Easy 8 coming onto the other side of cover, but the AT gun does finish off the decrewed weapon. Good shot from the Easy 8. There should be a kill on the rifleman, but the bar rifles are not focusing them. Martyrs, look how fast they are charging forwards. Has he activated the ability to give them turbo speed? And oh, this is what I feared. At least killed off one Chaffee, but yeah, that was not the best maneuvering I've seen. He's gone for the command Panzer IV, so he's kind of out of anti-vehicle, but the Chaffee's coming in. Chaffee hits a mine, now that's stranded. He's also popped the speed boost.
They are hammering us. The enemy is winning.
And that goes down to the AT gun. The Tiger's rolling up now. Reindeer's in some trouble down here. The Easy 8 are going to go in for the 250. Action's really heating up here. Greens go down, but the Tiger getting in close. Can he be fast enough? No, he misses a crucial shot on the Easy 8. Would have survived one shot anyway. Unfortunate. Was that Blitzkrieg? No. What is this ability? I don't know what that is. It kind of looks like blind, right? I don't know. What's that accuracy bonus? Times fuse shot. Wasn't that? Not VM1. A lot of repairs coming in for the Allies. I imagine we're going to need to see a few Marder rebuilds for Teal. Still incredibly tight on the victory points between these two teams. Very even match so far. And I'd say like army size is still quite close as well. The red player definitely took a hammering losing those AT guns in the last fight, but Teal lost just as much, losing all those Martyrs and most of the 250s. Okay, the Tiger rolling up. Seems like it's in a bit of trouble with the elevation. The shots just connecting with that rock. Where are they going? Oh my, what is that? Are you serious? The Tiger's barrel is like miles above that rock. Like, and then it's just... I think the elevation on that is not right.
Panzer IV reporting in.
Leave him! He's dead! Engage all targets freely!
Maybe that rock is like deceptively high. The modeling on the rock is incorrect or something, I don't know. Either way, ended up stopping a good 3 or 4 shots there. Got a Panzer IV to back up the Tiger now. Definitely needed the backup. Don't have many snares left for assistance. Just gotta be careful.
Victory point is under enemy control.
Oof. Huge damage on the Easy 8. Pack, Tiger combo.
200 points remain.
Submarines have to get out of there. Pack under pressure from the mortar also getting out. Time fuse, by the way, on the US mortar. I think it has a 1,000 penetration, so it's pretty good against vehicles too if you can land those shots. I think it might even do like 120 damage per hit. So It's pretty good against vehicles if it lands on them. Oh, he's chasing around the Easy 8 in the flames! Oh, double repairs down. Ouch. Seemed like they died extra fast, even though they weren't in the act of repairing. I wonder if by running up to try and repair, they were still taking bonus damage. Don't know what the penalty is. Seems like small arms fire is less effective against repairing engineers than it was in code. Maybe explosives are similar? I don't know. Other sources of damage. 250 chased away there. He's got those bars, you know, they've got such good penetration. Looks like the command tank's got to head over here to force us away. Teal player is very light on units at this stage. Did he lose that squad of assault grenadiers? So he's only really got... Oh no, they're in the 250. Doesn't have much to his name. It's kind of up to Blue at this stage to deal with all of this. Double Easy 8s. Both of the US players. Good AT gun positioning. Both teams. One Easy 8 down. Command tanks over here now as well with the assist. The red Easy 8s not on prioritized vehicles. Have their turrets facing the wrong direction to start this off. It's gone for the speed boost. The Tiger goes down. But the Panzer IV surviving at least for this moment. Hack though getting overwhelmed by the support play. Double Easy 8s coming in looking to clean up. We do have a mine back there. Poe's trying to escape. And one of them goes down. Both of them go down. The Easy 8s cleaning them up. Ouch.
We are down to 100 points.
So yeah, definitely rough for the Axis. 2 Pios, AT gun, and the Tiger. They did trade 2 Easy 8s for that, but it really comes down to the Teal player just not having much in the way of support. Too low on units. Doing some capping with the 250 out the other side. A lot of VP pressure needs to be on the VP instead of going for the fuel, though, it feels like. I imagine he's probably more limited by manpower than fuel at this stage. CloudCore could just about go for another Panzer IV. Don't know if that would be that useful. Doesn't have the skirts upgrades. It's got to go up against Easy 8s. It's a tough matchup for sure. Gonna make a move into the center, try switch the focus away from this area, which is understandable.
Shock troops are under fire here! Everything you have!
Goes out a grenade. And here comes the Easy 8 train, backed up with the Chaffee. Command tank trying to get out of there. The command tank's actually very healthy. 800 HP, I didn't realize it was such a beefcake. Soaking up a good number of shots. Very slow repairs for Blue's tank after he lost all his Pios, had to rebuild. And now the Allies just really have a train going here. Mopping up all of the Axis units and coming in for a base inspection. They're feeling bold. 20 points remaining. And why not? Going down with the Panzer IV, popping the rate of fire bonus. Trying to stand his ground. So he'll be able to knock out a Chaffee. We've got a Afrika Korps Tiger coming in from Teal. That's what he was saving for. But it's way too late. Trading away a lot of armor here, but they're camping over here. Axis are not camping anywhere. Tiger misses the kill shot on the final Easy 8. It's the final one that's in base.
We have vehicles ready to be deployed.
And there we go. Axis end up falling. So yeah, pretty even matchup. I'd say even the Axis had the edge for most of the early game until CloudCore tried to push in with the double Stugs and knock out the decrued anti-tank gun. Then with the chaffy flank, things went south, but it was still relatively even after that until the teal player, Novice, was it? What was his name? I can't remember. Lost all of the martyrs and then never really built his way back in after that. Tried to go for the Tiger, but it's just so expensive. The side tech combined up with the Tiger is so much to save for. Unless you got a massive resource float. Don't think it's a very good idea. But yeah, GG. You know, the Allies, they weathered the storm early on, and once those Easy 8 started rolling up, they really capitalized on it. Well played. Well, anyway, guys, wrap on that. If you like your game to be cast by me, details are in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you off the next thrilling installment. Goodbye and good luck.